Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you the difference between boosting a Facebook post and what a Facebook ad. So it can be very confusing because when you log into Facebook, Facebook will encourage you to boost a post. But when you're doing Facebook advertising, you need to go a little bit deeper. It is not necessarily easy to go into the Facebook advertise ad manager and do what you need to do. So the difference between a boost and a post is a boost encourages you to boost an initial post. So whatever you post originally, you can kind of give a boost to it. I like to typically think of it as like a rocket. Like, so whatever I posted, whatever my original post is, I put some money behind it, and you can see here, like I have this rocket here. I put some money behind it, and I give that boost, and I give that post a boost to a certain audience, or to increase engagement or increase likes. So that's what a Facebook boost is, and it is in a way kind of an advertisement, but it's not the most effective way to advertise on Facebook. So I'm gonna go right over to Facebook, and I'm going to show you what a boost looks like. So this is my Facebook page, and I'm going to go over to I'm going to turn off dark mode for you, and let's turn that off. And this is what Facebook looks like. So when you have a Facebook page, if I go over to one of my pages, so I'll click here and I go over to all of these different pages, I'm going to select this page. And when I go to this page, you can go on Facebook and you can see they like once you create a page, they already encourage you, hey, create a post, promote, boost a post. And this is why Facebook advertising can be kind of confusing, and not the best use for somebody that's new and that doesn't necessarily understand what's going on. So if I were to come here and I scroll down a little bit, they give me the option to boost a post. So this was a blog post that I created, and Facebook is giving me the option to boost that post. Also, what you'll see here is promote. And this is kind of this, it's similar to a boost in a way that you can promote your page. But let's just stick to a boost right now, and let's find an article or a post that we want to boost, right? So I'm in real estate, and this is a blog article that goes to my real estate page like every like 3 times a week or something like that. There's a different blog article. This is drop ceiling pros and cons. So this, I have the right or the capability to boost this post. And if I press boost, I come right in and Facebook takes me through and gives me that interface so I can boost this specific post. You can see here you get some different objectives. They got all this stuff, and I don't play around here too much because the advanced ad manager gives you these options and more. So I'm in real estate, and I probably would likely enable a special ad category, but these are the options down here. You would just come through, and a lot of this stuff is self-explanatory. So for example, I want to boost this. I can change how it will look. So this is a preview over here on the right, and I can drop ceilings, pros and cons. I can get someone to send me a message about it. So send messages already click, or I can get somebody to call me. You can see the ad update automatically. It's got my phone number there. So I'm advertising this blog post, and I get someone to call me about my business or drop ceilings, pros and cons. And you can change this stuff accordingly to see what happens on your Facebook post. So let's just say you posted a blog article about something that you're selling. You could change that button to shop now. Now the audience, this is important. This is where you can change and modify. If you're within a special ad category such as real estate like myself, you're limited to what you can change, but these are the options that are available to you so you can boost. So you can boost this post, this specific post, drop ceilings, pros and cons. I can boost this post to people that like my page, people who like my page and their friends. I can boost it to people in my local area, or I can create a new category to boost this post to. It also gives me options down here to create a duration of how long I want the advertisement to run, and it lets you set a budget, et cetera, et cetera. All of these options are self-explanatory, but this is about the maximum scope of what you can do with a Facebook post, right? So this is a boost in a Facebook post, and that's the most that you can do with it. Now we're going to go over to what I like to the Facebook Business Ad Manager, and the way you get there is you can go to business.facebook.com if you already have your Facebook account set up, or like I said, a simple Google search, and you can do the Facebook Ad Manager, And you should get some options to click here. Make sure it's officially the Facebook site. So you can see up here it says facebook.com. So I can scroll down and look, and Facebook ad manager. Let's click on this one, create a Facebook ad. So it takes me to the Facebook page, and it should give me a button to kind of create an ad somewhere on this. Okay, right in the upper right. So I can click that. That's incorrect. Let's go back, and I'm just going to do it the way I know. So I'm going to facebook.business.com, and it's going to take me to the business manager. And once it takes me to the business manager, it's going to take me into the ad managers. So I click on the ad manager. It loads up and it gives me a few options here. Now, this is the screen that you want to look for. You want this screen with this nice green button that'll allow you to create an ad. And this is important because this is where all of the magic happens and where you can do everything that you need to do. So if I click on this and I create, and automatically, just automatically, you can see the difference between what we had on the original Facebook when we tried to boost. We didn't get those options and those objectives. You see here, we don't have those objectives versus over here, we had these options and we have these objectives. So on the Facebook boosting, you're allowed to do these things, and it's a variety of things, but the primary purpose of boosting a Facebook post or a Facebook page is engagement. It's likes, it's comments, it's showing people your page or your business. When you go over to the advanced ad manager, which is this option here, you get 11 different objectives, and one of those objectives is the engagement objective. So you can increase engagement by utilizing the ad manager, and that's why it's a little more advanced. It requires you some learning, but this is why it's better to come into the Facebook ad manager and advertise utilizing this method. So I can come in here, and depending upon what exactly my objective is, I can click on any one of these options and Facebook will adjust the input and the output based upon what exactly my objective is. So if I wanted to increase my brand awareness, I can click on that as an option, and Facebook is going to give me some options to go through and create an advertisement around brand awareness. The other thing about utilizing the advanced ad manager is you can modify things accordingly. So when we were over here on the original Facebook post, there is nothing I can do to modify this post. This is what it looks like. That's the article, and I can't add an image, I can't add a video. There is nothing I can really do to modify this image. When I go over to the Facebook ad manager, there is a host of things that I can do and modify. And let's just really quickly, let's go through the most familiar advertisement I'm aware of. The most familiar advertising I do is lead generation. So I'm going to go through lead generation. I'm just going to try to shoot through really quickly and create an ad. So it gives me option to create a campaign. I'm going to leave that blank for now. I'm going to turn special ad category on. I'm going to make it housing because that's what I'm used to. And I'm just going to scroll down. It's giving me all these options. Campaign budget optimization, I'm going to leave it on. But the ad set, this is probably my favorite part of Facebook advertising because it allows you to select who your target audience is based upon their interests, based upon their behaviors, based upon their demographics. So in here in the lead generation and the lead generation objective, it's giving me different ways to attract leads. And I can attract leads using instant forms, or I can attract leads using calls. Down here, it lets me set my budget and schedule. I can modify this stuff accordingly. And over here on the right, something that's really cool about digital marketing and advertising, Facebook is already telling me who I'm going to reach and how many leads I can expect within the advertising campaign. So if I adjust this accordingly, Facebook updates accordingly. So I added in 40, I made the daily budget 40, and I can expect that many leads every day based upon the input that I given to Facebook. So over here, so this is the part where I'm talking about you can adjust your advertising and you can see what you're getting on the Facebook over here, on the Facebook posts, on the boost. In a way, you're very limited on where you can place your ads. So for the most part, my ad is going to be most popular and most shown in the news feed. I'm not going to get these additional placements over here like you see in the advanced ad manager. So I can update or I can add or subtract whatever I want to wherever placements that I want within the Facebook ad manager. So and that includes over here. This will appear the news feed over here. I can take that news feed off or I can add the news feed in. It's all included already within the Facebook ad manager. So also with my advertising, if I wanted to advertise to other, you can see I can advertise on Instagram. I could post that to the marketplace. I can add this. I can put this advertising on all these different versions of the placement within Facebook. All of these are options available. Now, something else about the using a Facebook ad manager is when you get into the actual ad, once you get into actual ad, you can modify and update your ad accordingly. So it's pulling an ad from my image, from my page, but I can modify this. Remember over here on the original Facebook post, we can't modify this image. There's no way for us to modify this original post. But if I go into the Facebook ad manager, I can modify this image accordingly. And you can see the different versions and the different placements right here, just for an example. So I'm going to modify this ad. I'm just going to show you why you kind of want to use the Facebook ad manager, right? So this is the ad creative, and I'm going to remove all of them. Let's remove all of them, and let's kind of create a new one. And you can see in here, you get these options to add media, create a video, a slideshow. On the Facebook Boost, you don't get those options. So I'm going to add media, and I should have some images in here already that I can kind of use. So I see some listings loading up. So this is real estate. I have some listings and I can add that listing in there to the image of those houses to advertise. So you can see, and over here it's updating accordingly. It becomes a video, it becomes stories. All these things are available. But something else I want to show you, like over here, I can't modify this. Remember, I can't like this text. This is a caption that I kind of want to modify. I can't really do that on the Facebook Boost. But if I come over here to the Facebook Ad Manager, I can modify that. So I can say houses for sale. So that's a version, and you can see my ad will update accordingly. Like houses for sale. Let's click that one. There you see it. There you see my ad. And the other cool thing is you can add multiple uh, options here. Houses for sale in Philadelphia. So I get two options, houses for sale and houses for sale in Philadelphia are two variations of my ad. I can add another ad, and let's just say I'm in another location or another market. I can do houses for sale in um, New York. And the cool thing is that Facebook can use dynamic ad creative, which is more advanced to showcase that specific text or that specific ad to whoever it is that it wants to advertise to. Okay, so those are the placement, but already like this is a lot more advanced. You could do a lot more by just coming in here and utilizing the Facebook Ad Manager. So I just wanted to show you the difference between the two. We're not going to get really detailed. I do have some other videos on how to modify, how to create an ad, the best ad sets to pick, etc., etc. But I wanted to show the difference because a lot of times people ask, what's the difference between a Facebook post and a Facebook post? And the difference is uh, the difference matters. So I want you to understand what the difference is, and then I want you to go learn how to utilize each effectively. And ultimately, you're going to learn that utilizing the advanced Facebook ad manager, you can't go wrong by utilizing the ad manager versus the Facebook boost. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.